What's good, family? It is your boy Mal
and Sade, and we're back at it again with another video.
Today, guys, matter of fact, everybody around Little Durk dies, man. Let's get straight. I told us not to react to Hip Hop Daily. I just do it because the man is really entertaining.
Why they told us not to react?
They say he's gonna be accurate about a lot of stuff. It's just a video at the end of the day, but I just like reacting to it because the man is really entertaining. Let's get into it.
Lil Durk is one of the OG Chicago drill rappers and has maintained his relevance longer than almost anyone else from that area.
Yeah.
But being at the top comes with its dark side, and all the beef that has helped Durk sell albums and increase his popularity has also led to the death of many people who are close to him. News broke.
It's sad. I'm sorry to be positive, but it's like sad. Like it's like not like sad. Like oh my god, it's sad that it's like crazy sad.
Yeah.
Like, he's
and you
going
know,
up because
people be trying
dying.
People be trying to make you feel bad for saying stuff like that, because I know it's gonna be somebody on this video that's gonna come in and be like such and such, well Durk doing this and Durk doing that,
or he been doing this.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. And if this was a normal person and stuff like this was going on, it would be like, oh, this dude killing his people, or like what's going on, like why everybody around him dying. It would be a lot of criticism, but I feel like because it's Durk, it's like, oh, we're not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
Broke out last week that his older brother D-Thang was killed in front of a nightclub in Harvey, Illinois, a city just outside of Chicago.
The brother of local rapper Lil Durk is dead after shooting at a club in Harvey this weekend. Although
D-Thang's killers are still on the loose and there's no proof that his murder had anything to do with Durk, fans automatically assume that D-Thang was another casualty in the ongoing war in Chirac. D-Thang is far from the person Durk has lost since blowing up. In the past decade, he's had to mourn the deaths of his cousin Newski, his manager Chino, his close friend King Von, his producer Turn Me Up Josh, and now his older brother. Wild rumors on the internet have accused Durk of being cursed or even sacrificing his own friends and family members to secure wealth and power for himself. But the truth is likely much simpler. When you build a career off of being a savage and dissing your ops at any chance you get, eventually they're going to want payback. When they can't get to you, they're going to go after whoever's closest to you. And it seems like D-Thang was just the latest victim in the endless cycle of violence that haunts Chicago and every other hood in America. Yeah. Let's take a closer look at Lil Durk's career and all the unfortunate losses he's encountered during his rise to fame. Durk grew up surrounded by violence and gangs in the south side of Chicago. His father, Dante Banks, was arrested and sentenced to life in prison when the rapper was just 7 months old for being part of a major drug distribution ring. Growing up, the artist had to take on many adult responsibilities to help his family. He started making music and building a fan base on MySpace and YouTube while he was still in high school. But after getting his girlfriend pregnant at just 17 years old, he was forced to drop out. After that, he joined the Black...
Oh, I didn't know he found India while he was in Chicago. I thought India was from somewhere totally different.
I thought she was too. I didn't know she was from Chicago.
Learning something new. I think this ain't what you want video.
Disciples and supported his family through street activities. He continued to make music and build a fan base, but started getting into trouble with the law and was arrested several times for gun charges while he was on the come up.
Yep.
If you've been following our coverage of the Chicago drill scene, you know that the BDs are currently at war with the Gangsta Disciples, as well as several other sets in the area. The rise of drill only added fuel to the fire in these violent beefs, and throughout his career, Durk has lost people close to him just because of tensions in the city. On May 31st, 2014, Durk's cousin OTF Nunu, or Newski, was shot and killed while sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Newski was also a rapper who was signed to Durk's OTF record label. He just started blowing up in the city with the track OC, which also featured Durk. But before he could really enjoy the success, he was gunned down while sitting in one of Durk's SUVs outside a shopping complex. Newski's death was rumored to be retaliation for the killing of another rapper named Lil Mark. Lil Mark was a rapper who was associated with the 051 Money Gang, a set of the Mickey Cobras and Black Pete Stones, who were known to beef with the BDs. In March 2014, Lil Mark dropped a track called No Competition, which was a remix of Durk's song Competition and contained disses of many well-known BDs in Chicago. 3 days after dropping the track, Lil Mark was shot and killed while standing outside a bus stop. After Mark was killed, many of the BDs who he dissed on the song would go on social media and mock his death, something that has become a common theme in drill music. Durk was one of them, and he recorded a video of himself at the bus stop where Lil Mark was killed, laughing and saying that the bus stop was a real famous place.
Hey, this bus stop right here though, this is a real famous place, Jimmy. This is a real famous place.
Not long after. Durk not even like that no more. Like, yeah, just like we wild on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how much the man had changed.
After OTF Nunu was killed.
About it though, you change, but stuff like that still catch up to you. You know how people be talking about karma and stuff, and you know they say like eventually it's gonna catch up to you or whatever. So that's why you got to think about what you do.
And many say it was payback for Lil Mark's death and all the disrespect that followed. Less than a year later, after Newski was killed, Durk's close friend and manager, OTF Chino, was killed in a similar situation where he was sitting in a car in the Avalon Park neighborhood of Chicago. It's not exactly clear why Chino got killed, but the word on the street is that the same person who shot Newski was also responsible for Chino's death. Both hits were credited to an 051 Money Gang member named 051 Melly. Melly was a true savage and one of the most feared shooters in Chirac history. A few days before Chino was killed, Durk had dropped a remix of Chief Keef's Finito, where he dissed 051 rapping, "I'm riding through the ops, finna go and shoot Young Money up." 051 Melly clearly wasn't feeling the diss and posted a video to social media calling Durk a fake gangster. Not long after that, Chino was killed. 051 Melly would eventually be killed at a house party in 2019 over an unrelated beef, while Durk would continue to build momentum in the music industry. So the violence started to die down for a while, at least when it came to people close to Durk. But that would all change after the rapper entered the second phase of his career and teamed up with a childhood friend and fellow BD, King Von. The Chicago drill scene started to die down in the late 2010s as all the hot rappers would end up dead, in jail, or just move away from the streets. Other drill scenes in cities like London and New York started to attract fans of the genre as well. Although Durk was still relevant and successful in the industry, he has even admitted that he started to fall off in the mid-2010s. He had embraced more of an auto-tune R&B sound with tracks like...
Oh, wow. If he admitted himself, why do y'all be so mad about what people talking about the deaths bringing him more popularity?
Yeah.
There's nothing to be mad about. It's the truth. Durk been out for a decade.
Like
He just not really blowing up.
We just giving our honest opinion. It's not nothing to be upset about. It's not nothing for y'all to do the most about. Y'all like watching reactions, so we're just giving y'all uncut reactions. Whoever it is, it don't matter if it was whoever in the situation.
Half of these people that do
we
reactions be lying to y'all, bro. They will lie to y'all if they like a song. Y'all know we not finna lie to y'all. We don't like this song, we don't like it. If we got an opinion, we gonna speak our opinion.
Yeah.
That's probably why we don't have as many subscribers as we should have, because we too real.
Well, I mean, that's what reactions is about. It's about you being real.
So we not finna lie to y'all, man. Durk hot though. I ain't gonna lie, he doing his thing right now.
Yeah, he is.
like My Beyonce, featuring Dej Loaf, and he abandoned the drill sound that made him popular in the first place. So many of his OG fans started to stop listening to him and focus their attention on new rappers. But rather than give up, Durk got back to his roots and started releasing mixtapes that returned to a harder, street-oriented sound. He left Def Jam in 2018 and started to focus on building his own brand, OTF. Around that time, King Von, Durk's childhood friend, and another street legend from Chicago, was released from prison after beating a murder charge. He would eventually sign to Durk's label and released a single Crazy Story in December 2018, which immediately went viral. Von was a pretty wild dude and well known in Chicago for being a respected shooter. Taking Von under his wing earned Durk tons of attention from rap fans across the country, but it also tied him back into the street drama that had claimed the lives of his cousin and manager. At the same time that Von was starting to take off, another rapper from Chicago named FBG Duck was also making some noise in the industry. FBG Duck was affiliated with the GDs and was one of O Block's and OTF's biggest rivals. Durk and Duck have been dissing each other for years, so with Von back on the streets and Duck starting to build a name for himself in the industry, the beef only got worse. In July 2020, FBG Duck will release a track called Dead, where he disrespects multiple dead members of O Block and other BDs. Less than a month later, Duck was shot and killed while out shopping in the upscale Gold Coast neighborhood. But in Chicago, the beef doesn't stop when you're dead, and Durk would only continue to diss Duck every chance he could get. He even went as far as naming a song after the dead rapper on his album The Voice called Should've Duck. But it wouldn't be long before Durk would be grieving another member of his team, and in November 2020, King Von was shot and killed outside a hookah lounge in Atlanta.
King Von was killed during a shootout between two groups outside a hookah lounge in downtown Atlanta Friday morning.
Von's death had nothing to do with Durk or any old street beef in Chicago. He was killed after getting into a fistfight with rapper Quando Rondo. According to rumors, Von had gotten into it with NBA Youngboy after he allegedly slept with Youngboy's baby mama, Jania. Rondo was signed to NBA Youngboy's label and known to take responsibility and action for his beefs. So when Rondo and King Von saw each other that night, things got out of hand.
All that over a girl, man. Well, that's what they say. We don't know. We really don't know. But all this over a girl, man, you gotta grow up, man. You gotta grow up and stop being petty, man. It's life, man. Some people do what they want to do. You just gotta get over it and move on.
That's what I'm saying.
And Von ended up dead. King Von was a well-respected and loved figure in the streets of Chicago, and his death was a huge loss, not just for Durk, but the entire city and rap community. Crazy rumors started going around that Durk sacrificed Von because he was scared that his friend might outshine him in the music industry and take his spot. But the reality is that Von was really about that life, and when you're still moving a certain way, no amount of money or fame can protect you from the consequences. Durk has continued to honor Von's legacy and featured him on the cover of his 2020 album, The Voice, with the caption, "Long Live Grandson," Von's nickname on the streets. Even though Quando Rondo wasn't the one who actually fired the shot that killed Von, the BDs have let it be known that they're holding the rapper responsible. Durk even went as far as purchasing every table at a club that Rondo
did not do that.
Oh, he didn't? They said he did.
We lying. I don't think that man did that.
To perform at in Atlanta, and the show had to be canceled. But Durk didn't let the loss of his friend stop his hustle, and in 2021 alone, he's already dropped a deluxe edition of The Voice, as well as a collaborative project with Lil Baby called The Voice of the Heroes. So far, the new project is a hit, but it seems like Lil Durk is back to his old ways, dissing ops both dead and alive. On the track Still Running, featuring Meek Mill, fans believe that Durk dissed not only Youngboy and Quando Rondo, but also FBG Duck. A leaked clip of the song surfaced online before the project dropped, which made the internet go crazy. Durk responded to the alleged diss saying, "I never said a lame name, stop lying on me." But it's pretty clear he's trying to get at someone on the track, even if he didn't call anyone out by name. Just 2 days after the project was released, Durk's brother D-Thing was shot and killed outside of Club O in Harvey, Illinois, a city about 30 minutes from the south side of Chicago. According to witnesses, D-Thing had been at the club all night and was leaving around 1 a.m. He got into a verbal fight with a group of men outside the club, which resulted in him getting shot in the head. D-Thing passed away almost immediately at just 32 years old. A week before D-Thing was killed, Durk's go-to producer, Turn Me Up Josh, also passed away. The details of his death are not clear, but Durk himself confirmed the news on Twitter saying, "R.I.P. Turn Me Up Josh, SMH." So the rapper had lost another 2 people close to him in just a span of a week.
That should tell you something, man. Just
That's
stop
crazy.
dissing, bro. Cause it was some stuff that was going around. Academics had posted about it too, and then he was saying like they was posting. Somebody said like, "Dirt, man, just stop dissing." Even people that like I would say, "Bro, stop dissing, bro."
I was just
you
gonna
got too much
say,
money to keep dissing.
yeah, you gotta accept what come with it. You gotta know what come with it when you doing it.
They getting close to home. Now.
Yeah,
Close.
they are.
He losing everybody around him. I don't really think he got nobody like really just like left like.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, there's people around him still, but I'm talking like the people like that you knew of. Yeah.
D-Thing was Durk's older brother and had always been an influential person in the rapper's life, with his father locked up for his whole childhood. D-Thing supposedly convinced Durk to invest more of his money into other businesses outside of rap and help him purchase a trucking company. That way, Durk could eventually get out of the spotlight and avoid all the drama that comes with being a famous drill rapper. But unfortunately, that day didn't come quickly enough. It seems like D-Thing
just lost Vaughn, so he's still
he's
still mourning them deaths, and then your brother added on top of it. That's just
that man he got a crazy life.
That's a lot to go through. That's a lot. That's
strong.
a lot.
I ain't gonna lie, he's strong.
He is.
Seem like Newski, I think his old producer or manager.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think they said somebody else said that. I can't think of his name. Then Vaughn. Then who?
They said his new producer or somebody.
The new producer. Then his brother. That's 6 people. What's 5 or 6? I don't know if I named. I can't think of the other person's name or if it was other person.
And you gotta think about it, because at the end of the day, in the streets, to them, nobody is off limits. And I would hate for his girlfriend. I don't wish this on him, and I hope that this never happens, because I don't wish that on nobody. But he just need to slow his roll, because he don't really have that many people left, and I would hate for his girlfriend to be caught in the crossfire
between what he
because of what he's saying, or because of how he moving, or what he doing. I would hate for that to happen, and I hope that don't happen, because he's going through a lot right now.
He got too much talent, man. This man is so talented just to keep.
Sometimes you gotta leave that stuff alone. Sometimes you just gotta leave that stuff alone. Just don't worry about it. You out here taking trips with your girlfriend, doing this, doing that. You got kids. Just don't worry about that stuff. Just let it go. Not let it go, but just let it be.
But, they always say, man, people in the streets, some part always hunt them back.
Yeah.
Fell victim to the same cycle that claimed the lives of Chino and Newski. The police have not arrested anyone or announced any information yet regarding D-Thing's death. So it's possible the shooting had nothing to do with Durk, but it doesn't seem like D-Thing was robbed, so it's hard to think of what kind of motive the killers would have other than retaliation. Yeah. Especially because the shooting happened just outside of Chicago. What separates drill from other subgenres of hip-hop is the blatant disrespect of ops, especially the dead. It's also what seems to be fueling the violence behind it. At this point, Durk has enough money and connections to move smart and avoid any situations that may put him in danger. But not everyone around him has that kind of money or the mindset to be on guard 24/7.
Yep.
As long as he keeps up with the dissing, everyone around him is a target. The ops aren't just gonna let up just because they can't get to Durk, so they're just gonna hit up whoever they can get that matters to him. And even though Durk is at the top of his career, he still doesn't have the time or resources to make sure that his people are protected at all times. Yep. That's unfortunately what comes with being a hot drill rapper. A big part of what gets sales and plays is street image and backing that up with disses. Durk is a businessman, and he probably noticed that when he was doing pop and R&B tracks, the sales weren't great. But when he started hopping back on drill beats, talking about his ops, his career was suddenly going somewhere. The only problem with this is the fact that your fans only want more and more. But the longer you keep it up, the more you put yourself and the people around you at risk. Hopefully, Durk can take some time to reflect on his brother's death and go in a new direction with his music. At this point, he's a multi-millionaire and doesn't need to keep beefing with dudes in the street who have nothing to lose. But then again, the more blood that's spilled, the harder it is to escape the cycle, and it may be too late for Durk to change his ways now. If you thought this video was crazy,
Bro.
And he literally just said everything that we said. He just summed up everything that we said. And you got to think about it. Like he said, he made a good point. A lot of those dudes in the streets don't have nothing to lose. They not making the money that Durk is making. They're not getting the audience that Durk is getting. So they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing left. They don't have nothing to lose. So they like, okay, if your friends die as a casualty, oh well, it is what it is. If we can't get to you, we're just gonna get to them. So you gotta, at some point, you gotta change. You gotta realize that your money and what you got going on now, the place you at in your life now, is not worth all that.
And like I said in a video a while back, man, us as listeners to their music and like supporters, we are hypocrites. We like, man, they need to kill somebody,
yeah,
bro.
we want them to live that life, but then you see all this stuff and you like, no, I don't want you to do. I don't think you should do this, or I don't want you to do this.
They kill one of their best friends. You're like, man, why they kill their best friend, bro? What's up?
Like, what's up?
They need to go get back at them, bro. We all hypocrites, bro. I'm talking about everybody. Me, Sade, y'all, everybody are hypocrites, bro. When it comes down to rapping, like, bro, he need to go retaliate for this killing and shooting, and the whole time, these are human. We are human.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we had to realize. Like, bro, you can't be a hypocrite toward this stuff. It is what that's the life they live.
I feel like he caught a lot of heat after Von died. Because I feel like they felt like he didn't retaliate or he wasn't trying to do anything. So I really felt like when Von died, they kind of brought him more to that dissing, like the dude was saying, more to that drill sound, like that dissing, or that stuff like that, because they felt like he didn't get retaliation for Von death. Yeah. So it like Kehe'Mal said, we all hypocrites, and we just gotta stop being hypocrites because they not gonna. He's giving his fans what they want at the end of the day, and it's our fault. It's 50-50. It's our fault. He keep dissing. Yeah. But it's not again our fault because he was already in the streets before us. But like the man said, the fans, we ain't doing nothing but like egging it on, we need more dishes. And that's what I'm saying. And he's going to do whatever music is going to sell the most. Whatever he see his sales going up, that type of music, that's what he's going to do. So he sees that his sales are going up when he's dissing and saying this stuff. So he's going to keep dissing. Because we ain't doing nothing but looking for that part. Oh man, he dissed this person, this song. Yep. It's all over the internet. It's all over academics, the shade room, everywhere. Y'all, it's just crazy, man. And they regular humans like us, and we don't treat them like they regular. I was just gonna say that's just like I always say. I feel like we as listeners and fans, I feel like we try to uphold celebrities and stuff like that to a certain standard, to a higher standard. But in reality, they're just like us. They're gonna make mistakes. Things are gonna happen in their life. They're gonna move on with life. They're gonna grow up. They're not gonna be the same the whole time throughout their whole career. So I feel like we as listeners and people, we have to stop trying to uphold them to this high standard, like, oh no, you can't move like this, you can't do this, you can't do that. That's really anybody, because like we were talking about some of y'all in the comments be really rude. Even with us, y'all try to hold us to a certain standard, but dude, we are human. Yeah, we're not gonna catch every bar. We're not gonna catch every diss. We see what we might not be accurate on everything that we see, because we're all human. The internet is the internet, and sometimes the internet can give you facts, and sometimes they can just be telling you stuff. But we just giving y'all our opinion on what we think of these videos. We're not making these videos. We just giving y'all our honest reaction. Literally, y'all act like we make the videos. Like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, bro. We going off a video somebody else made. Yeah. So we just feeding off their energy. We just feeding off what that person's saying. But yeah, I feel like I said, I feel like he got too much money. I feel like he need to just go ahead and leave it alone. He got too much. He got kids. You got a girlfriend that care about you a lot. Like, just leave it alone. Just don't worry about it. Just let it be. Man, but other than that, man, y'all already know what to do, man. Please. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, subscribe to all three channels.
And y'all, man, tomorrow my birthday, bro.
Boy, gone.
Now I wish me happy birthday tomorrow. But then, man, we out here.